Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Courtney here with Southern Owls, and today we're going to be designing a beautiful cross wreath. We're going to be using a Dollar Tree cross form, 3 different colors of mesh. I went with purple, white, and lavender, and we're going to be using this really cute 6-inch sign from creekroad.net. This is going to go into the middle of our cross around the mesh. And then we're also going to use a little bit of floral. And then this is a little bit of filler, some astilbe. So let's get started. So guys, this is just an old baking sheet that I didn't need in the kitchen anymore. It was getting gross. So as you can see, I've used it a lot and I already have a 10-inch groove mark. So we are going to cut. This is 10-inch deco mesh. All 3 of these are 10-inch deco mesh. And we're going to cut these at 10-inch squares. So since it's 10 inches, we're going to be cutting 10-inch squares. So I love this tool. It's called a wood burner. You can get it off of Amazon. I don't think they have this exact same one anymore, but you can get similar ones. And my tip is angled. So we're going to do 10-inch cuts. I pre-cut almost all of the mesh except for the last, just so y'all could see but not get bored on how to cut deco mesh. You want to go at a pretty steady pace. And what this wood burner is doing, it's melting the plastic. So make sure that you're in a very ventilated area. Wear a mask if you have lung issues, all the things, because this is burning, melting mesh, okay? We're going to just make a few more cuts. I'm going to have a couple extra pieces just in case we need them of this dark purple. And just get as straight as you can, 10-inch cuts. Just a couple more. Oh, that was a zigzag. That's okay. Also, when you're cutting with a wood burner, you don't want to like pull the mesh really nice and tight. Just kind of loosely, right where it lies. Push it down, but don't like stretch it really, really tight because it's not going to work for you. And make sure you use a really good thick mesh. That is going to help with the fraying process later on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's do one more. Now, this isn't foolproof, okay? It's just going to help it not fray in the future, but it's not 100% not going to fray, okay? All right, so now we have a few more extra pieces cut. And I'm just putting these inside of each other just for the purpose of this tutorial, so my mesh doesn't fly off my table, because y'all all know, if you've been here before, if you're an OG, I always say I don't have enough room on my table. My table's not big enough. Okay, so 10-inch mesh, 10-inch pieces, cookie cutter. Use an old one. If you have one that you're about to throw away, go get it. Or you can use tempered glass. But, you know, I always like to, if I can find a cheaper route, then that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so we are going to use this cross form from the Dollar Tree. We're going to cut off the tag. It's a little bit weird. Hold on, let me see if I can kind of push her on the table a little bit. Kind of get her a little less awkward. I didn't realize. Oh yeah, there we go. She's a little bent. That's okay. So we're going to start. Let's just start at this point. Right here at the end. And you get to decide what color you want to start with. I'm going to start with white. And then I'm going to fade into the dark purple. You don't have to use 3 colors if you don't want to. You can use as many colors as you want. You can use 1, 2, 3, 100. I'm just kidding. Don't use 100, but you get the vibes. So 10-inch square piece cut, ready to rock and roll. And what we're going to do is some origami. We're going to start folding this mesh into cute little angel wings, as I call them, and then into mermaid tails. So you're going to fold, you're going to bring the square, and you're going to make a triangle. So you're going to bring one in and meet the other. You're going to find the middle at the other side of that triangle. You're going to give it a pinch. Walk your fingers to the other side. So there's our beautiful angel wings. Okay. And then what you're going to do is just push. See how it's already making that mermaid tail? Y'all see it? You're going to push them up into a beautiful mermaid tail. I like to use small cable ties for this next part. And we're going to change it up. So if you've been here before and you've watched this cross tutorial, we're going to add a little thickness to it. So we're going to do, on this frame, there's 2 inner wires. And we're going to just be using the left side for right now. We're going to place our mesh right on that left side. We're going to thread that cable tie around the wire and the mesh. And then we're going to pull that tight. I always like to use my needle nose pliers because I don't have like a really good grip in my fingers. And then we're just going to cut that right off. Okay? So we got one on the left side, and guess what? We're going to do the exact same thing to the right side. So we're going to take our square. We're going to fold it into a triangle. We're going to come down from where that point is and find the middle. We're going to give it a pinch and walk our fingers to the other side. We're making those beautiful angel wings. We're then going to push that up. Oh, I pushed it the wrong way. Push it up into mermaid tails. I'm going to hide that mesh underneath there. We're going to grab our cable tie. I'm going to kind of pre-thread it a little bit. Maybe you can see that better if I do it like that. So pre-thread it. And we're going to put that mesh right next to that one. But we're going to use the right one. Get that cable tie going. Our mesh is in it really nice and tight. And then you're just going to clip off that extra cable tie. So now our cross is going to be a little bit fuller than the old version. Okay, so we're going to double up the mesh the whole way down. So let's go a little bit faster. So we're going to grab our lavender. We're going to do the same thing, fold it into a triangle. Find the middle, walk your fingers to the point, push those mermaid tails up, angel wings, mermaid tails, and right on top of the white, you're going to place the lavender. I'm going to go to the left side first. Get it started. And we're going to stack them. You do want them to be on top of each other. So we're going down, I would say about an inch. Okay, so that was the first little tie. This is the second tie. So you're going to definitely want to make sure that they are stacked on top of each other. And we're just going to keep on doing that. And we're going to use both sides of the rails And it's just going to make our cross a little bit thicker. A little bit more full than the original version. If you're new here, you can go back to last year. Well, I made some Christmas crosses too. So you can go back to my Christmas crosses if you want to try the single layer first. Go for it. And then the double layer. So this is just a kind of new and improved, well, it doesn't have to be improved, but a new way of doing a fuller, thicker cross. All right, now we're going to move on to the dark purple, and we're still doing that same exact thing that we did before. Now just with the purple. One on the left, one on the right. Angel wings, mermaid tail, cable tie, ooh, just stacking them right on top of each other. I'll move those just a little bit. There we go. That's what the back is looking like. And here is the top. Okay. Now we're just going to keep on going. Now, since we're done with the purple, I'm moving back to the white. Square, triangle, angel wings, mermaid tails, down, and around. Hold it in place. Needle nose, snip. Same thing on the other side. Square, triangle, angel wings, mermaid tails. Place it on the other side. Grab your cable tie. Wrap it around the bar, around the mesh. Whoop. Beautiful, beautiful. Excuse you, you need to go on that side. Thank you. Beautiful. See how much fuller that is? All right. Lavender, square, fold up to a triangle. Find the middle, walk, walk, walk to the point. Angel wings, mermaid tail. Stacking it right on, going to the left side first. Getting that cable tie ready. Throwing that mesh right in the middle. Tight, tight, tight. Snip off. Same thing. Lavender, square, triangle, middle, point, angel wings, mermaid tails. I sound like a drill sergeant. Cable tie. And right up. Whoopsies. right around those bars and up. Oh, goodness. Oh, here we go. Let's go, let's go. How's everyone doing today? I hope everyone is having a great Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. What do you got going on this week? It is warming up here in the Houston, Texas area. It's definitely getting warm, guys. Summer is approaching. All right, we're going to finish off with 2 of the dark purple in this section. Doing the same thing over and over and over, okay? If you're having problems with your little hands working, you can always use 2 cable ties. Let me show you. So if this is a struggle bus a little bit and your little fingers just aren't doing what you want them to do, you can always take your mesh and do the same exact thing. Square to triangle, angel wings to mermaid tail, and you can just grab one of your cable ties and put it around first without having to worry about the bar. Oh, I thought I had it. Why won't this go? Excuse you. How rude of you, cable tie. I'm trying to teach you over here. Okay. And just cinch it down really, really good. Okay. So now you can just put it right onto your work form. If your fingers are having trouble, like, oh gosh, I gotta focus, I gotta keep this straight, I gotta put it on here. And then you can just wrap a new cable tie right where the old one was. And it's a little easier to pop that on so you're not worried about all the things. Yep. That's stunning. Come on. Ooh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, let's keep going. All right, we're going to start off with the white again. We got a flipper. We'll go to this side first. So we're going to start with the white in this section, just like we did the first section. So we're always going to start off our sections with the same color. I just think it's more aesthetically pleasing to the eye, but it's your cross. So if you want to do it differently, that is totally a-okay also. I gotta get a better angle. I think I'm off camera. Hold on. Let me get this one going. I don't like that guy. Let me try this side. Hey, why are you doing that? That is not cute. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, I'm gonna finish up this section and I'll be back. Okay, y'all, I'm back. We've done the top and both side sections. She's looking gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. that is the back. I feel like everyone always likes to see the back. So we did 2 of each color. So 2 white rose, 2 lavenders, and 2 purples. So now we're going to start down here and work our way up the grand finale. You're doing wonderful. And once again, we're going to start off with the white mesh. So I cut 24 pieces of all of the mesh. We're going to kind of move that just like that. Okay. And we're doing the same exact thing that we were doing before. Just making those fun little mermaid tails to add into our work form or cross form. And I'm starting with white just like I did at the top and the sides. And one on one bar and then one on the next. Using my cable ties to secure it, and you really want to make sure that your cable ties are really nice and secure because you don't want the mesh slipping out later on your form. Whoop. So gonna scoot in, whoop, there we go, a little bit closer. So I'm more on camera. You know, the fun thing with mesh, it sticks to everything. So I'm trying to like be as organized as I can be. Now we're moving on to the lavender row. So white, lavender, purple. Same thing. And we're just going to work our way up. And we're going to try to fit the same amount of mesh in all the sections. I feel like these are like a little bit smaller though than the ones up top. So we might not have to use as much, but we'll just kind of see how it goes. And at the end, I will put in the description of the tutorial exactly how many pieces of mesh I used. I'll let you know at the end of the tutorial too. I wrote down how many I pre-cut, so if I have any left over, we'll do the math. We'll do the math together and figure out how many pieces of mesh it actually cut. All right, and now we got our dark purple. I'll also find, I'll tag, like always, in the description where I found all of the supplies from. So if you want to make the same exact wreath, you can go into the description and just follow the links that I add in. So you can have the exact same supplies as me. Now, I have heard things about finding forms at the Dollar Tree and that they are harder to find now. I have not looked. I haven't been in a Dollar Tree in probably over a month. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I grabbed a lot of these forms last year from the Dollar Tree. These crosses are a popular item for my website. So I always make sure that I have cross forms in stock for Christmas and Easter. So whenever I see them at the Dollar Tree, I do grab a handful because we just never know when they're going to be in stock and when they're not going to be in stock. Okay, so we got the first 3 colors, and now guess what? We're just going to do it all over again. We're going to start off with the white and just keep on moving up the cross form. So it's very repetitive, but once you get your rhythm going and you understand everything, it's very easy. It's just understanding how to fold the mesh correctly for it to look nice, which takes time. You're not going to fold the mesh the first time the right time. So don't you worry. Don't worry. Don't get frustrated. Just try again. Been making wreaths for a few years. I've made a lot of these. So it definitely is just kind of ingrained in my brain how to do it. Now, this one we are doing a little bit different because we're doing a fuller version of the cross and we're doing a double layer instead of that single layer, which I think is super stunning and super beautiful. So if you've tried and you've mastered the single layer, try the double layer. See if you like it better. And of course, you're going to charge a little bit more for this one than the other one because it is double the, almost, yeah, about double the amount of mesh that we used for the single layer. So make sure that you account that when you do list this, if you are a seller in your Etsy shop or your website or Shopify, wherever you like to sell on. Just make sure that you factor in that extra supply cost. I get a lot of questions like, how much do I charge for my items? I do materials times 2. A really good place to start. Slide these down a little. Nope. So we're going to have, it's going to be a little less for the bottom rows because I'm putting about 5 in each section instead of 6, which is fine. If you have some stray pieces of mesh coming out, excuse me, you can just take your scissors and cut those little random stray pieces of mesh off. Don't pull them. It's gonna make it worse. Let me get a sip of water. Woo! Sorry, I dropped y'all. Hold on, let me pause you. Okay, so sorry about that. But yeah, if you have any little stray pieces, just cut them off. Don't pull them because that's gonna make the mesh fray worse. Move that water over there. Get it out of the way. Well, that's a long one. How'd you get in here? How did you get in here? Make sure you're getting that mesh nice and tight. And we're just doing that ombre color all the way up. Folding the mesh into those mermaid tails. Yeah, I definitely feel like one of the keys to making this wreath is to keeping your workspace clean so your mesh isn't sticking to everything. If you've made this single layer cross, let me know. And if you plan on making this one, I would love to hear from you. I would love to know which one you liked doing better. Of course, this one's a little bit more work because we're putting double the amount of mesh on. But it's going to be a lot more full. Than the other one. Pull that down. Okay. Starting back over with our white. I love purple. I've made a lot of purple designs for spring and Easter. I think it's so beautiful. Back to the lavender. Square. Triangle. Angel wings up into those mermaid tails. Placing it on that wire, just the one wire. About an inch down. dark purple. Oh, come on. Anyone else talk to the materials like they're going to talk back? Okay, you're doing great, guys. We're almost done. Just a few more pieces of mesh and our beautiful cross will be done. I'm going to add in that sign from Creek Road, which I will link in the description. And guys, Creek Road, their signs come in 4 different sizes. So that's the smallest one, the one that I have right now for this project. So that's their 6-inch. And then they have a 8-inch, a 10-inch, and 11.75. So I use a lot of their signs for my paint stick swags and my wreaths because they do come in all different sizes, which is great. So I can use them for a lot of different, a lot of different wreath making projects. All right, we're gonna squeeze in white, lavender, purple because I want to finish off with that dark purple. So this is gonna be perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Got the white, do a row of lavender. Oh, there we go. And then we'll do that last row of purple. Kind of just pre-threading that cable tie in there kind of helped me out a little bit. So I will have a little bit. So that means I've used 20, 22 pieces of each color. So that means I used 66 pieces of 10-inch mesh. So if you want to do just 2 colors versus the 3 colors or just 1 color, you'll need 66 pieces. Sometimes it might be a few more, sometimes it might be a few less, but this wreath right here, we used 66 pieces. That's a lot of mesh. All right, last little bit. Squeeze in, close down. Squeeze in this dark purple. Because I do want to finish off with purple, this dark purple, all around the sign, because I think it's going to make the sign pop. It's going to be really, really pretty. I just flipped that right out, didn't I? We were like that. Down in there. Perfect. All right, unscrunch that just a little bit. Oh, she's beautiful. My chair. Oh, sorry, I stepped on my cooking pan. Oh, yes. That is stunning. Stunning. Love it. That's gorgeous. You can kind of pull your mesh out gently if you need to a little bit. But like, let's see, see how this is like a little stray guy? Don't pull him. Just cut him off. If you see any, don't pull. Just snip them off. And you're gonna have a little bit, okay? And that's okay. All right, so now we're gonna add in our gorgeous sign from Creek Road. And what I'm gonna be using is a jewelry hole punch, which you can find at creekroad.net. And I'm gonna be putting right on the corners 2 little holes. I'm only gonna do 2 for this. I don't think we're gonna need more than 2 to secure the sign because it is a smaller sign. I'm gonna put our cable tie about 2 inches through. I'm gonna twist it around. Just like that. We're gonna do the same thing. Don't make fun of, oh my gosh, my terrible cuticles. Don't look at those. Don't even. It's the mesh. The mesh rips my cuticles like crazy. Okay. So 2 cable ties. These aren't cable ties. 2 pipe cleaners. And we're just gonna thread this. Guys, come on. That's gorgeous. We're gonna thread this right through our mesh just like we would any other wreath. I do want it to go through at least a layer of the mesh. Okay. I'm gonna hold it. Oh gosh. Oh Nelly. I'm gonna hold it and then we're just gonna find oh gosh. Kind of tie it around to work for him. I'm gonna go under. And then we'll snip that extra off. We're going to do the same thing the other side. Want to make sure it goes through at least 1 layer of mesh. Around the crossbar. Around the bar, should I say. I am going to bring it around and around and around. Cut off that extra. There she looks. Good. All right, we're going to kind of pull that mesh around how we want it to look. Oh, yes. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, we're not done. We're not done. We're going to add in some florals around our sign. So I have some of these just little filler bushes that I thought would look really pretty. This is leftovers. I honestly don't remember where it came from, but I do have 6. So So I'm just going to kind of fan it around. Our sign. I'm going to dip it in some hot glue and just kind of start sticking it around. Starting off at the top two corners. I'm going to go this one right in the middle. Same with this one. We're going to go right on the other side. Like that. And we're going to do two down here in the corners. Making sure that it is sticking to the mesh. I'll fan it out a little bit. And then I have some Astilbe, some purple Astilbe that I wanted to add in. Just to pull in some of those purple. Yep, I love that. Some of that different purples. And we're just going to go in between where we put, ooh, that one's kind of long. Just in between where we put the original. Just give it a different texture. Making it a little bit fuller. But I didn't want too much because, of course, I want the sign to be like the star of the show. So I didn't want to use like really, really big florals. I just wanted it to be like nice and airy around the sign. Oh, that should be in the middle. There we go. Super pretty. Oh, yes. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes, I love her. A little fun florals around. I love her. I love it. Okay, let me see if I can get the full thing. I'm kind of at a weird, let me move y'all. Hang tight. Oh, the ring light. Oh, come on, ring light. Work with me. Work with me, Mesh. Why do you look so funky on this side? All right, we're going to pull this a little bit, kind of make her fuller on this side because she looked a little gappy right there, right? No one wants a gappy cross. Oh, that's pretty. That is super, super pretty. I love her. I love the little florals. Okay, we're not done though. We're not done. I'll put you back down. I'm going to flip her over. So this is what the back of our cross is looking like. And what I like to do is I like to use some sort of burlap ribbon. Now this is see-through, but we're going to do 2 layers of this. And I just measured out the size of the cross. If you have a thicker burlap, you'll only need to do 1 layer, but I wanted to start using this up. And then guess what? We're just going to take these cable ties and go all around. We're going to do the corners. Come in here. One. I'm going to do diagonals because we're going to come back around with the other, and I'll do the other diagonal. So I'll do one there, one here. Come down all the way to the bottom. Well, halfway. Halfway. Thread it through. Because even with the burlap mesh, you'll be able to thread through your pipe cleaners as long as it's something burlappy. If it's something solid, you're not going to be able to use it. But burlap, or this is like a not a poly jute. This is a jute ribbon. That I bought. I don't even know why. Oh, my bad. I don't know why I originally bought this ribbon, but you know, it works. It works for my crosses, so. And I like this, or like a jute, or a burlap, excuse me. Ooh, words are hard today. Or like a burlap ribbon because it's breathable, so it's not going to junk up your wreath. It's still going to be airy. You're not going to get moisture in there. And then I just literally flip these around so they're not going to scratch your client's door. Then we're going to take it and we're going to do ×2 right here. Measure and cut. Measure and cut. Then we're going to take these cable ties and do the same exact thing. Just go around the wire. Then we're going to do the opposite corners that we just did. Go back, cut all of that extra cable ties off, and then I just swoop them around so those big knots, oh, I missed those, aren't going to scratch your client's door. Push them down. Perfect. And then to hang it, you can just grab a pipe cleaner and thread it right through that top wire. And then just make a circle. Thread it around each other. And what I like to do is cinch it right there and just kind of twist, twist, twist. So it's not going to slide when your client hangs it. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love this. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know if you're going to try the double method. I think she turned out really, really beautiful. Really, really beautiful. I'm just going and seeing if I see any weird little meshy pieces. Guess what? They're going to be cut off. This is the fine-tuning era of wreath making. Beautiful. Oh, I love her. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you would like to become an official outlet, you can do so on my website, which is thesouthernowls.com. drop your email and you will be subscribed to my email list, which I call my official owlets. Don't worry, I won't email blast you all the time. It's just once a week, and if something important comes up for Southern Owls. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I can't wait to craft with y'all again soon. Bye, everyone.